Welcome back, followers, to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft. I am MrMFretwell as always, and as you can see, I'm geared for an adventure. So today, we are going to be heading on down and taking on that abandoned mineshaft that we found in a cave a couple of episodes ago. So, let me just tell you what I've been doing off camera, and I'm going to bring this with me. So, off camera, I did a bunch of trading with the villager folk here, and I traded with the cookie guy, not expecting to find anything good, this guy, but he gave me this trade, the wool for an emerald trade, and this is perhaps the best trade I can get, because on this island there is an absolute ton of sheep. Everywhere there is sheep. So I did a couple of trades with him, and I got 4 emeralds off him, and then I got, I did an enchant with the priest guy, wherever he is in there, and I got the sharpness 2 iron sword. Now his next trade is not so good. It's kind of junky. So it's a good enchant for the amount you pay, but I put level 30s on diamond gear. I might do something like that on an axe if I had an enchanting book somewhere that I could put efficiency on it. I would kind of hope for something like efficiency 4 maybe, or something like that. I don't think that that's the best deal in the world. But nonetheless, I've geared up anyway for this adventure, and we're going to spend at least part of the episode today, maybe all of it in this mineshaft, but I don't want to spend more than 1 episode on it so it gets boring. I've brought along everything that I think I'm going to need, you know, food, torches, water bucket, shears maybe for cobwebs. I've got this good sword in case we run into any monsters that prove to be troublesome, i.e. cave spiders, creepers, skeletons at close range, that kind of thing, those mobs. But zombies are just going to get the stone sword. They're not going to get anything better than that. Now where is this cave? I always lose it, and I never have put up a dirt tower indicating where it is. So I always have this problem every time I come to look for this cave. I know it was close to the sugarcane farm, but it wasn't this one, was it? No, it's not that one. I think it's further back this way. Yeah, it's right here. I always lose track of where this cave actually is, unfortunately. So this sharpness 2 iron sword should be handy if we get into any close calls, stuff like that. But generally I think we'll be okay. For the majority of this trip, we should be alright. There are slimes down here, so we're in a slime chunk. There it is. Well, everything else seems to be okay, so... Okay. Can I see anything by the door? No. So I blocked this off last time I was here, and I blocked it off for the reason that it was, I'll mark that as the exit. It was going to be dangerous. So I'm using all my tactics today in trying to make this mineshaft safe and secure. I don't want to go up just yet. That leads to nothing. I hope I'm not on peaceful. No, I'm on normal. What I'm worried about is being sprung up on by a creeper. I don't want that to happen. I thought there was going to be another side somewhere. Can I get a peek of what's over here? Oh, it goes down. That's a good thing actually that it goes down, because that means we're going to get the better minerals. What layer are we on? 36. So if that goes down, we're going to be on... Well, we're going to be on the layers for gold and stuff like that. I think we're going to be far enough for diamond, but definitely at least gold, redstone, lapis, that sort of stuff. And we've got a layer above. So let's start off with this route. This seems pretty short, which it is. So that's good news. There's nothing that way. It's really quiet around here, I have to admit. What worries me is they've all bunched up in one area. And all this gravel's caved in. I must say it's kind of freaking me out a bit that there's no monsters around. Well, that's the entire upper vicinity, I believe, cleared out. The only places left to go now that we actually have are down. So what I am going to do is now, whoops, now I've made a dent in this mine shaft, I'm going to set up a little forward base right here. Here looks like a good spot. And I'm just going to throw down the usual crafting bench. I'm going to throw a bed down here. Can only sleep at night. I do hear spiders. Would like some furnaces. Yeah, there's spiders not far away from here. So, let's get this rail out of here. I know people use water buckets for rail. I'm not such a fan of that. I think it just makes a mess, so I prefer to use the good old-fashioned stone pickaxe alternative. I brought this dirt with me to fill in holes like this to help me out a bit. I use my stone pickaxe on the stone rather than wasting my iron one in case we run into better minerals down further below. I see there's some coal and some iron here, and I'm going to extract all the ores off camera. I haven't done a mineshaft tutorial yet, but I will get around to doing one. I've not had a lot of tutorials recently, unfortunately. I've had very little time, and I've been finishing off a bunch of other things, which I'm sure you have seen. Alrighty. Get rid of that. Nothing here. Wait, what's behind this? Is there a path this way? Oh, it leads through to this. That makes sense. All this gravel in the way, it's not ideal, but gravel is handy. Just gonna fill in these holes. Can I reach that? No. I don't like the gravel in the way. It makes everything a mess, and I need to be able to get out of situations quickly. You know what I should have brought with me? Some ladders. I didn't bring any ladders with me. I did not intend to do that. This way seems to be a dead end. See that in the distance? I think that's a cave spider spawner. No? I thought it was. There's a little cave right here. That leads to another area. Man, it's so quiet. There's a skeleton burning somewhere. Some lava right there. Wait a minute, this isn't... Were these the spiders I was hearing earlier? Because this isn't a cave spider spawner, it's a spider spawner. Oh yeah, look at that, the mine shaft's right there. Let's get some light on. Eat some food. And let's kill off these remaining spiders. They have really dodgy hitting now. They didn't used to be this bad. Alright, let's get rid of these. Let's shut this down. I've got a bunch of stuff in there, but none of it's striking to me as being useful. Maybe this was where that skelly burned up. I don't know. Just light that up that way. Well, this is where we came down. I'm hearing things now, but Still, we've had a pretty easy run-in up to this point. Yeah, this is where we came down. We've just basically done a big circle. There's something there. There's a bunch of things there. I can hear them. And I'm going to have to head back soon for torches, but we're not doing too bad up to this point. I'll probably do all the resource gathering off camera, and I'll leave this on camera. There's a cave spider spawner right there. I think there's one nearby here too. Yeah, there's one right there. Oh no. Get out of here. Not ready for you yet. That should keep them busy for a while. Man, this is where it becomes a mess. There's a slime not far away. Let's get this tunnel lit up. Nothing that way. So I'm just clearing out the tunnels methodically, trying to locate where anything valuable might be. There's a cave spider spawner right there. They can't make it to me that way, nor that way. There's one right down there as well. So I'll be keeping my eye out for those for the time being. I don't have any milk yet, so cave spiders are going to be a real tough mob to try and cope with at this moment in time. There are no cows on the island, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to go and sail far away to try and find cows. I imagine that there's some either on the mainland where that tiger biome is, or somewhere else. And this is where we came down, isn't it? Alright, so I think we've explored a good portion of this mineshaft right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off and gather up a bunch of these resources. And then come back, I think. Maybe it's quiet because we were down at night time? But then again, it was daytime when I first got here, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to collect all this stuff, and I will be back with you once I've collected it all. So, be right back, guys. Okay guys, I'm back, and I think for the rest of today's episode what we're going to do is we're going to sail over to the tiger biome and see if we can find ourselves any cows. So I did a bit in the mineshaft. I cleared out only what we explored, and I lugged a bunch of stuff back. I had a full pack basically, and I brought everything back and put it in the boxes in the storage bunker. But I decided to mix the content up for the episode today and give some other people some other things that they enjoy besides caving. I would go and do something else. And besides, I was getting just a little bit fed up of just seeing the same thing all the while. And something happened with that boat there. They seem to be buggy at the minute, where if you sail off the boat basically, and it's been on land at some point, it's like it's stopped on land. So that's a bug that could really do with being fixed. I don't know how that broke, but it's been that way since 1.5 in its entirety. So I'm going to be onto my reserve boat. I don't know what these villagers are doing, man, but they seem to be going insane. I'll do all the stuff like the trading and such off camera. I might do some more of the mineshaft off camera, but I don't know. Those mineshafts, they can be quite something. I would like to find some cows, and if they are within good vicinity, bring them back to the island so that I can start and breed them, get milk off them, leather and that kind of thing, so that I can be more prepared for various different tasks. But they were not on the island, which has been a major drawback. We've also had no chickens either, and no pigs. I would like at least 2 of each type of this animal. Give me that back. So, I don't know what to expect, and I'm actually low on torches, so I'm gonna have to be careful about venturing out too far. Should have made a compass. I do have some redstone lying around, and that would have been a big help. But never mind. I'm gonna kind of scout out the coast. This seems to be like a frozen lake right here, and now we're going into new terrain. Ooh, cave right there. So now we seem to be going into new generated terrain because it's you can see the ice still spreading and such. So I'm just taking a quick tour around here to see if I can find any animals or any other biomes that are nearby that might house some animals. Is that a start of another biome right there? Is that more taiga? I think that's more taiga. So I'm not finding anything spectacular right now other than pine trees. I've not even seen any animals. I am taking a look around though. Even though it does look like I'm just bouncing around with no real aim, I am indeed looking for animals. I hear some chickens, and these aren't too far away from the ocean on the other side. I did not bring any seeds with me, but I can actually grab some. Once they're in the village area, that's fine. I can then grab them from there, and that's not an issue. What's this over here? Is this an oceanic island, or is it the start of a desert? Oh wait, no, this is a mountain biome. Wow. I like mountain biomes. Let's go check this out while we're out here. I just need to remember to head back towards the taiga biome. I'm a big fan of these biomes. They can present me some really cool mountains, somewhere where I might like to build a home eventually. Cave there. Is there any cows around here? I will eventually move off the island, but for right now the island's providing me with a great home. I don't need a new home just yet, but I probably will move around and about from time to time. As I progress through the game, I'm definitely going to have at least one more base at the stronghold. So that's going to be a one base I'm going to have. Because the stronghold, I'm going to have to find one of those and go and kill the Ender Dragon at some point. So I'm going to need a base there. I could probably make a silverfish farm, those kind of things. There's pigs right here, but my concern now is we're quite a ways away. It would take an incredibly long time to get these guys back. But I think with enough patience I could probably do it. I could build a rail line, but that would probably be more trouble than what it's worth, to be absolutely honest. I think building a rail line would just add an extra layer of tediousness to it, because beyond that I would then have to take it down again, which I would rather avoid doing. So I'm just kind of going in one direction now, and seeing what I can find. Keep on going. I will sleep when necessary, but for right now we're okay. More sheep, more pigs. It's more of the same stuff, isn't it? Little lake there. I must admit, ooh, pumpkins, I'll grab some of them. I must admit this biome has not been the most exciting mountain biome I've ever seen. Oh wait, I have one of these. Let's use that. There we go. I did not bring my bed with me. I'm that wise. There is a desert here though. I would like to check out the desert. I am in full iron armor, so I should be okay if I stay on my toes. I shouldn't run into too much trouble. So there are pigs here. I can grab some carrots back from the island and use those. Is that going to be a deep hole? Very, very deep hole, but it doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Going to be a temple around. I could really use some diamonds. That's definitely for sure. Still no cows though, and I've been through 2 biomes now. Who knows, I might find another village right here in the desert. I'm going to try and avoid monsters if possible. This seems to reconnect up with another mountain biome this side, which is fine. I'm always on the prowl for mountain biomes. Monsters seem pretty thinly spread at this point. And we've got a forest on this far side. But this is kind of the border of where I would say I can now go and get animals from. I think beyond the desert it's a bit too far, personally. That's my thoughts. But this is an ideal spot. If I was going to build a home, I have a desert right here. I have a forest for wood. I have the mountain biome for building a home in. So I do have a broad range of stuff and areas to choose from. Ah, there's some cows. Ooh, look at this. So there are cows there. Cows in the forest. I remember that. There are sheep in the area. I wouldn't like to build my home here, I don't think. I think that it's too weird. But, yeah, this really does represent what Minecraft can give us sometimes. Some of these bizarre structures. I don't think here would be a suitable place, though. But that's what I'm always out to do. I'm looking around to build a home. I'm probably going to build eventually an underground home similar to what I had on the Videos Gaming. But I would prefer to build above ground for a change, at least once, before we start going underground. Because I don't build above ground a whole lot. It's not something I really do. Wow, look at that. I could build like a little cave thing right there, couldn't I? I could stick something right in there. I don't know though. It seems like something which I'm not really familiar with. Oh, brilliant. Well, I'm not going to spend time filling that in. Look at all the mobs despawning down there. Let me see. Well, let's head back in towards the desert. Whoa! Gotta watch them glyphs. You have to watch them glyphs. There's some cool structures here along the coastline. Oh no, not a magic bow skeleton. That's definitely not what I want to see. But you never know, he might drop it. You gonna drop the bow? No. That's a cool looking area. Maybe I could do something with that, I don't know. I'd have to think about it more, to be honest. I'm kind of just doing a scouting tour looking for animals right now than anything else. But there's an area there which potentially I could build into. I like to try and work with the terrain if possible. I'm not a fan of kind of moulding areas to my own shape unless it's underground. Then I don't mind it too much, but at this point I'm just kind of scouting areas out, looking for animals, that kind of thing, seeing what is available. Trying to outrun anything that decides it wants to give me trouble. Cave there. There's a jungle here. I'm completely lost now because I don't remember a jungle. Or is that my snow biome over there? I think that might be my snow biome over there. I believe I'm heading back in the right direction. I need to be heading more towards the origin, and I'm heading in the origin of the X direction, so I presume that we'll get there eventually. What are you doing with that enchanted shovel? Oh, he's dropped it. What's it got? Silk touch. Oh, I can grab grass. Oh, it's on now. Oh yeah, it's on now. Silk touch iron shovel. What are the odds of a zombie dropping that? I don't know, but it must be pretty low. Let's hope I can keep it and I don't die. Because I have not got a clue where we are now. To be absolutely honest, I have not got a clue. I know there's this mountain biome here. Is this where the two meet up, but I'm just on either the wrong side, or I'm going to have to keep going towards the outside? Is that it? Let me look at where we are in terms of coordinates here. Well, I'm just about 1,000 blocks away from the origin, so typically we don't spawn far from the origin. This way declined, so I think what we've done is we've actually we've actually come all the way to the other side of the snow biome, is what it looks like. I think I have enough iron saved up actually to make an anvil, and if I can make an anvil then I could repair that iron shovel using some of these levels and get a fully repaired one, and I could do something maybe with that, I don't know. I know it blew up, but I'm not bothered right at this minute. It's kind of hard to determine where I'm going a lot of the time. I really should have brought that compass. I think the direction we need to be heading in is this way. If we come out of the other side of the jungle and we find a snow biome, I know I'm on the way home. But this has kind of turned out to be something that I wasn't intending. I was only intending on going on a short trip, and we've ended up going on this huge monumental sort of trip here. If push comes to shove, I'll have to track down some redstone from somewhere, and then at that point move on and try and track down some iron and build myself a compass to get home. But there's a snow biome right here, so I'm thinking if I keep going along this edge I'm eventually going to meet up, and I'm gonna recon. Good, the sun is going down. I mean the moon's going down, sorry. Are you going to stay following me? Because if you are, you're going to be a real pain. I'm heading towards the origin of the X coordinate now. I think if I keep following this round I should find where I need to be. But only time will tell. I would like to attack him though. Oh, you're just going to be a pain, aren't you? Feel my sharpness 2 sword. And he did drop an enchanted helmet. What's that got on it? Protection 2. I'm getting lucky with these drops, I have to admit. I'm getting lucky with these drops with the custom monsters. You're going to burn up in a minute, so save myself some time. Yeah, I'm well and truly lost. I've just started rambling on about nothing and ended up getting in this jungle, and now some weird mountain biome. I don't know where I am now. I'll continue to search, but if I can't find my way home within the next sort of minute or two, then I'll probably cut the camera out until I get back. Have I seen these before? Maybe getting up high might be the ideal thing to do. Where's back towards the origin? This way? That increases the... I'm trying to find... Right, so I believe at least we need to go over here. Is what I'm thinking. That's my initial thoughts as to where I need to go, but I honestly have no clue. I'm totally lost. Wandering around like a headless chicken with basically a limited supply of food, some quite valuable equipment on me. I mean, I could kill myself and leave a chest, but I think that's kind of cheap, to be honest, and I'd rather not do that, because then I've got to track down that chest, and that could take absolutely forever. Yeah, we're in the complete wrong area now. I never passed the plains biome on the way here. If only I had a sense of direction, I might know where to go, but I have not got any sense of direction right now. So I think I'm going to cut the camera, and I will meet you back, hopefully anyway, at the home at spawn. So I will be right back, guys. At last! My goodness, I must have been going for 10 minutes now, but I have found the torch that I put down on this island, so I believe that the home of ours is in this direction, I believe. Basically, I'd gone in one huge loop around that mainland, and that is what has caused me to get confused. I'd gone all the way around the outside in just one big loop, but I must have been going for 10 minutes. I initially just thought, right, I'm just going to pick a direction and go in it, and I picked north. So that was a good idea, just to pick a direction and go with it. It really seemed to work out nicely for me. Once I saw that torch off in the distance, I knew I was nearby. But from now on, in any future expeditions, we use a compass. That is a requirement, I think. Now we're going to have to use a compass so that we don't get lost again. I think compasses, in a way, are more handy than maps, because maps can only cover like a certain area. But there we are, home sweet home. And I had brought the bed with me. It was right there. Alright, so, do I have enough iron? That's one thing I want to know, to repair that shovel. Do I have enough iron? I have 9 there, but I have a bunch cooked up. Not cooked up, sorry. 29 iron. Is that going to give me what I need? 9, 18, 20... Oh, yeah, I need 31. So, yeah, I can make an anvil with that. So, we're going to make ourselves an anvil, and I'm going to repair this boy. Silk Touch 1 from a zombie. And that, so that's not bad going overall, I don't think. Let me see. Where do I want to put this? That needs to go away. The arrow. So I think we're in pretty good shape at this point. Could do maybe with a little bit more iron. If there's one thing I'm still needing, it's more iron. But we seem to be in decent shape. That's good news. So we've done one big exploration around the mainland there. We found some chickens. I'll probably go and make pens for those at some point. Maybe off camera. And then bring them into the village. I also want to do that with the sheep on this island. And we can do that now because I got a bunch of fence out of the abandoned mineshaft. So actually maybe that will be next episode, thinking about it, so that we have something to do that's a bit different. So that's not a bad idea, actually. I'm going to build it over this part of town, sort of out of the way of the villagers. I do want to try and get more homes built, though, so that I can increase breeding on these guys. But the only way I think I can do that is by building like a home with just a lot of doors in it. But I think once you've created them, just large numbers of villagers can basically hang out in one home. And they don't really respond to that. The things that they respond to having is just a big house with a lot of doors in it. So maybe I'll build one of those and see what kind of progress gets made with those. Because I do want to breed them so that I can get more trades available to me. And also to try and keep a population going, because the problem I've had is in past worlds, the villagers get sieged from time to time. And the only natural defense they have is the iron golems, and there's not enough villagers in town right now to make some iron golems. So we could really do with that. So I might build basically a temporary house with just a ton of doors in it. And then they should breed to fill up that house, and I can remove the doors. They will have nowhere to go, so they'll just start flocking into all these houses. So that seems like a good plan of action to deal with that. But that again is one of those off-camera projects that I'm going to get on with. Because to be honest, it's a boring task at best to watch me build a little house, encourage a huge amount of breeding, and then from there on in just wait for them to breed. It's more of a waiting game than anything else. So that's probably going to be something that I will look at off camera. And I still do need to finish the fishing shack. I need to add the dock onto that at some point as well. So maybe we'll have a bit of a building episode next time. Because we have not done a lot of that. Well, we did the fishing shack, but we've had an exploration episode now. So we'll probably do building next time, I think. This place, man, it's mental. Is that going to give me enough iron to make my iron blocks that I need? How about that? 3 iron blocks. Excellent. I need 5 more, I think, of that variety. Of the ingot variety. I think I'm going to put the anvil in the corner. That's one building I do want to add, is actually thinking about it, a blacksmith to this town. If you haven't noticed, I have added 2 buildings here. But I think what I would like to do is add a blacksmith to town. Like just one of the naturally generated villager ones, but just build it in. This room right here, I guess for that, I could put that right here. I might expand the village over this plains area here eventually. Or even I could put the blacksmith right here. Yeah, and then, yeah, I like that idea. We'll probably do that. I could link up these paths. I have gravel right now to burn, basically. So, yeah, that would be one hell of an idea. Put the blacksmith right here. Yeah. Thinking of ideas. So we'll do a building episode, I think, next time. I'll build up those pens. I'll probably build the blacksmith off camera. If I get round to doing it, I might not have time, but if I get round to doing it, then I'll build that off camera, and I'll show you the end result. Oh, or is it this? Is this the recipe? Yeah. Anvil. Let's plop you down in the corner. Now, I'm going to need another ingot to... oh, I've got some iron spare here. Let's just get this iron shovel. How many levels is it going to take me to repair this guy? 11. Cool. I guess I could have renamed it and capped it, but honestly, how much would it take now to rename that? It cost me 18, so never mind. I guess I could repair it at least once more. But there we go. Iron shovel with silk touch. Nice. So I can now get some grass and start spreading it in other places. Though where would I need to use grass? Although if we go out and find a mushroom biome, that will also be quite handy as well. Just having access to silk touch in general. I think you can actually use this on leaves as well, but I have shears for that. But anyway, that pretty much covers it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I've tried to mix it up a bit. In the next episode, we'll probably do a bit of building, because we've not done a lot of that in a good while. Apart from that, which if you are watching these episodes, I built that over a week ago. So, yeah, we'll get back to building next time. I hope that you've had fun, guys, with this episode, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.